guys? Welcome back to the channel. Miles is coming in here. I don't know if you can see him or not. I don't know if you can see me right now. I got a couple things I'm gonna do today. I want to show off two wheel cleaners, kind of compare them. And I want to explain as best as I can on what I did recently. And I'll do that right now while the BMW warms up before I pull it in. So, I went ahead and used trying to get a spot where you can see it nicely. Well, anyway, it's Meguiar's iron removing spray clay. It's a fallout iron remover, and I went ahead and used it on all of the rims a couple weeks ago. And at first I rinsed the rim down with water, and then I sprayed the iron remover on the wheel. I did that for this side, and then I thought to myself, well, what happens if I spray the product down on the rim first? Yeah, that's exciting, Miles. You know, what if I spray the product when the wheel is Miles, you're distracting me. What happens if I spray the product down on the rim first before I rinse it? That way, you know, the stuff is making full contact on the rim, and then I can agitate it and then rinse it. Is that cool, Miles? Is that good? Well, you know, it worked really well, actually. And so I'm gonna go ahead and, I mean, right now, right there, that's where the most of the brake dust collects. And on that side, I was able to get that stuff off. But on this side, if I do the same thing, you can see it doesn't quite go away. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna test this wheel cleaner by Chemical Guys. It's much cheaper. It's like $9 at Walmart. This was like $23 at AutoZone. And I'm gonna test to see if I spray this product directly on the wheel first before I rinse it, if it will do what this does, essentially. So that's what I'm gonna do, because these, you know, this side of the vehicle, these rims are not, they still have that black stuff stuck in that groove, unlike the other side in which the Meguiars removed it. I hope that makes sense, because it kind of doesn't make sense, but I don't know. So I'm gonna pull the BMW in, and I'm gonna test out that Diablo wheel cleaner. Does that sound good, Milo? Alright, cool. So I'm gonna go pull ahead the BMW in, and then we'll get right to it. Okay, so Diablo wheel cleaner. Have not rinsed any of the wheel. I'm just gonna go ahead and liberally spray on the wheel. That should be a spray. Why is it like a? Why is that? That's the stream. Huh. It's very... it's not... Why is it like that? I'm confused. I wonder if this is slightly gelled up from the cold. Now that I'm looking at it. Or if it's just that consistency. It shouldn't be like that, right? I might have to come back to this and warm the stuff back up. Which is weird, it's not that cold out, it's like 32 degrees. Yeah, I think so. This stuff's hard to spray. Okay. Alright, yep. I have to put this next to the wood stove and heat it back up, I think. Huh, alright. Well, that's, didn't plan that. Alright, we have to pause it, let the stuff warm back up, and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. That's better. That's not quite gel-like what it was. That's weird. It was not even... Man, is it already gelling up already? Nah, I don't think so. Huh, that's really weird. I've never had something like this. It totally is acting like it's getting cold and gelling up in the trigger. And it's getting much more difficult to press. Well, that's an interesting conclusion, I guess. Oh, I can barely press it. Okay. So, yeah, you can already tell it's already solidifying. Don't use this when it's cold out. I mean, it's like 31 degrees right now, so it's not that cold. But you can't use it. Huh, that's really interesting. I did not suspect that. Well, I guess we'll see how it works. Go ahead and put this tripod down. Because they're not brake clean, but it's got wheel cleaner on them because of that bottle. That's really interesting, not gonna lie. Alright, I went ahead and rinsed the wheel. For the most part, there's still some stuff I'm seeing right now. But you can see right in there, that black speckles is brake dust that's really hard to get off. And that Diablo wheel cleaner did not get it clean. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna let this wheel dry. And I might move on to the rear wheel and use the iron remover on that rear wheel and see how clean that one gets it. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll do that. Okay, same story here. I'll hold it because you can actually see it better. This was left in the house, but then also sat outside for 30 minutes to 45 minutes. You can get this at AutoZone for like $23, I think. We'll see how it works. Yeah. This one is performing how it should. I have not rinsed the wheel. I'm going to spray it liberally. And you can see, just look at the junk it's pulling off right now. Look at that in there. Okay, let it sit. You can smell it. It smells like eggs. Just pulling stuff off of that rim. Like, look at that right there. And absolutely, see, it's lifting it and pulling it right off. That's great. It's performing like it should, even in 30-some degrees. See right there, it's bubbling. Right there, turning purple. Right here, all that stuff is pulling off the rim. Let me give it another spray. This might be overkill, but I want it clean. I'm going to spray the inside of the rotor because I don't want that drying. So I'm going to spray the inside of the rotor. Okay. It's really pulling stuff off right now. This is a better showcase than a black paint or a black vehicle because you can really see it. And this is worst case scenario because it's a wheel that comes in contact with the most. Just look at all that stuff it's pulling off. Wow. Absolutely. Doing a great job. I'm gonna go ahead and agitate it now. Okay, come back here. I agitated it and I rinsed it. Right here, pretty much all of it's gone. But there's still some leftover and some corners. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try and do it one more time and see if we can't get this wheel almost perfect. I mean, it's better than what it was, that's for sure. It's way cleaner. Yeah, let it kind of dry a little bit and then we'll do another round of that iron remover. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Just a quick note, when you spray this stuff on here, it's really important that you let it dwell on the surface. You can see it. The longer it sits, the more it turns purple and the more it reacts to what's on the rim. So it's really important that you let it sit on there. That's all. Just a quick little side note. All right, I agitated, rinsed the wheel, and you can see it is pretty much clean, perfect. Other than just a random couple speckles, like right here with this stem. I can't speak. Valve stem. That's where there's a little buildup. But I mean, it's almost perfect. And it was not like that when I bought it. And everything I've used so far has not accomplished these results. So I'm very happy. That's great. Caliper, perfect. Looks awesome. Super happy. I'm going to do the front. Probably redo the left side of the vehicle, those rims, and I'm going to call it good. I'll shoot an outro. Well, there you go. I'll show you the results here in a second. Went ahead and kind of redid these the left side of the vehicle, these rims. I'll just show you what they look like. They're getting better the more I do it, but now I'm out of stuff. I'm out of the Meguiars. I mean, they're very clean. They look nice. Still got a little bit here. That one's pretty good. Kind of same with the side. This one's a little better. I think because when I rotated the tires, these went to the back, or the fronts that were really bad went to the back, and then they got swapped back and forth. So I think the fronts are a little better because they were the rear tires for a while. Anyway, I don't quite understand what's happening with this wheel cleaner. It's like it acts like it's liquid form, but then when it comes out of the nozzle, it's kind of gel-like. Doesn't seem quite right to me. This stuff's working great. Even in this temperature, it might work better when it's not as cold. Yeah, I might stay away from this when it's cold out. That doesn't quite add up to me. I could totally be wrong too, so I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. That is really bright outside. I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I am going to rinse off the vehicle. Not gonna clean it, just gonna rinse it off. Any built up road grime off, any salt and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I suggest the Meguiars iron remover. It really works great. I haven't even used it on the paint. I've just used it on the wheels. And it's nice is you don't have to order it online. You can just get it from an AutoZone, or I think O'Reilly's sells it too. Any of the bigger auto parts stores, I think, has it. But yeah, that is it. I'm gonna end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed it, found it informative. That's not a word. Bye.